Now, I've been on Reddit for over a decade and I've seen my share of drama, but there's never been a large-scale shutdown quite like the Reddit blackout. Now, this is a moderator-led protest by effectively thousands of subreddits actually privatizing their communities. And this is a response where Reddit's recently increasing its charges for its API access. And to simplify API, it allows developers access to build third-party information and access to their information. And if you've gone to one of your favorite subreddits, it's likely that you've seen a screen like this, and this just means the moderators privatize the community. Now, this isn't an issue that's just on the Reddit website. Oftentimes, if you go to Google and ask a question, oftentimes you'll get redirected to a Reddit forum or Reddit answer, but being that the community is private, you can no longer get access to it. Now, there's two sides to this story, Reddit's and the users. Let's look at Reddit. It's not just an online forum where we post questions and images, it's actually a business. And recently Reddit's trying to IPO, but there's one problem, it's not profitable.
Home of Wall Street Bets looking to potentially go public. Reuters reporting that the company has hired investment bankers and lawyers for a potential IPO.
And even though it makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year, it's just not making money. And there are two main ways that Reddit makes money. The first is their Reddit premium account service, where it's a subscription for users. Now you just get little perks, but the second way is ads. And just like YouTube, if you don't have the premium service, it's likely that you'll see a lot of ads on your home screen. Now, this API rollout can be seen as a multiple part plan. The first is stop all competition, and the second is charging for their information. Now, there's many alternate websites and apps that actually have a better user experience than Reddit, but they use Reddit's API or their information to effectively build their websites. And now that Reddit's charging for this information, it can cost these websites up to $20 million a year just to operate. But this doesn't justify the price increase that Reddit's charging. Effectively, it's going from free to 24 cents per 1,000 requests. And to compare to other popular API services like ChatGPT, they're effectively charging a fraction of this. And if you're enjoying the content, like the video or subscribe for more content like this. And now let's take a look at the user side of this. Reddit's effectively run by a group of volunteers, the people that post, the people that answer, and the moderators. All of this content and engagement is effectively free for Reddit, and it's managed by the moderators. Just like YouTube, Reddit effectively manages the information from the users, and it pays for the hosting. Now, I applaud the mods for bringing awareness to the issue, but the unfortunate reality is that 99% of the users just don't care. Most people just don't care about back-end operations. But during this stalemate with Reddit, the moderators messed up by giving a timeline of 48 hours on when they plan on stopping. And before this even began, the Reddit CEO already made his statement about it. The company even called it a small hindrance, and the CEO said that this will pass. And in some cases, they even forced many of the communities back open. Because at the end of the day, even though the mods help run the communities, they have no legal authority of keeping the website down. But here's the cold reality of the entire situation. Nobody cares. Most people honestly didn't even know this was happening, and when they saw the privatized communities, they just saw other posts, because not all communities went private. And many of the users and the viewers of these third-party websites just ended up effectively downloading the official Reddit app, or they just ended up finding the information somewhere else because of, unfortunately, in 2023, we have the attention span of a TikTok video. So even though many of the users actually supported the information behind the protest, many of them didn't follow through or even care. And now even Reddit is slamming the moderator team, effectively forcing many of the subreddits open. So all of this was for nothing. And our ability to effectively round up people was fine during 2020 when everyone was at home, but unfortunately everyone has their lives to go back to. People are working and they just don't have time to protest small things like this. Now, the takeaway from this is that it can go one of two ways. They might fix some of the changes that the moderators were asking, or they can just go nuclear and boot many of the moderators that forced communities closed, because unfortunately what this did was sort of highlight which moderators actually don't believe in Reddit's way forward, and a company that's trying to go public doesn't want this. But one of the biggest issues is that many of you are not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more content like this. And don't forget to comment down below which topics you want me to cover next. Now, at the end of the day, Reddit is operating as it is a business, even though it's built on a platform of information that's effectively not theirs and is the people's. But Reddit plans on trying to go public, so we'll see, because most companies who do go public don't act on the behalf of the users.